I'm sure.
Yeah, but this next set, I'm expecting to be a close one, and I have not looked at the replays. I do not know, but I expect it to be close. Uh, yeah, uh, hey, both of these players, Koopa and Adafheyesh, very very solid. I think uh, both have shown that they can do very well in competitive matches. I think Koopa has done especially well in some competitive cups, but Adafheyesh was tying Rav in the Hexagon Cup.
Hmm.
So I think this will be a good one to see.
Yeah. All right. And anyway, I think I got some picks and bands here, and did I did I accidentally get the correct division this time? Is this in fact iron?
This is, in fact, iron.
Good, because I did not set it up that way. It just so happened that the last game that was on here was iron. So yeah, I accidentally got it correct. The question is, did I don't know if I actually checked to see if I got the. Yeah, okay, so the players are reversed. Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah.
There we go.
Koopa,
That is marked.
Verbanda.
Yes.
No surprise at all, that is his favorite venue. And Ada restricting Aquarium, that is Koopa's least favorite venue, as we all know. No, of course, it's the opposite.
Yep.
Ada banning Ballroom is a bit unexpected. Seems like a capable venue for both players, but perhaps that's meant to throw Koopa off a little bit.
Yeah, I think pretty interesting. The main thing that doesn't surprise me is the veranda banning us Ada, who has been vocal in their love for the venue. So
Yeah, and we see a double and single of high rise or terrace and high rise respectively from Koopa. So maybe thinking they're an underdog, wanting to play the smaller venues, the 3 of 5s.
Double Terrace, what kind of monster would do that?
I don't know. I mean, I think going into a set against Koopa, um, you have to respect that they're going to do a good job camping. Maybe hoping for these more tricksy, behaviorally venues. Not that Koopa can't do them, but just feeling like you gotta, in order to get some spy wins, gotta do something pretty creative or interesting.
Yep. All right. Anyway, I think we can just jump right into it here. I believe I got. Oh, whoops, and a couple tulips popping out. I guess I was testing stuff last time. All right. I think I'm ready to go.
Alrighty.
I see.
All right.
Yep, Koopa as good old Seek.
Yeah, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Both of these players are very capable. Early flirt for Koopa's 49%, but that's completely within reason to finish in a second.
Yep, and not even that suspicious. This is not a very large conversation, but something that you want to be keeping an eye on these 3 of venues is making sure you get your flirt pairs. Maybe paying attention to who's talking early.
I'm surprised we don't go for that briefcase, but we will attempt this difficult drink print. Once we land in conversation, it looks like we're gonna slip in front of Sam in there. That's a bit awkward, because nothing really caused us to do that.
It does look unfortunate like there is no print here. Amba might have rejected, I guess.
Oh yeah, that is likely true, as Ambo went to statues immediately after.
Yeah. So we get
Second
our
flirt green. That's lovely for Koopa. And Amber goes back to that set of statues. I didn't notice if it was both statues, so that could be a potential fingerprint finish there for Koopa.
Yeah, the delegate comes off, and I think this is a really interesting sort of play in that we got our flirt done so early. It may be tempting to try to get a contact and see if Ada's willing to shoot, and credit that flirt finish.
Yeah, very tame laser, but I think these are just stealth lights working their way into the party. Although, they have stopped at the Twins and Disney. Question is if Koopa will die on contact here, but with that 2 flirt, we are really forcing Ada to take a hasty shot. They might not want to. Red
Oh,
Dress was almost switching conversations, which
yeah,
is
and I
why we
think
got excited.
yeah, it would have been a spicy contact to take. Nice flirt frame game.
Okay, these are both fingerprintable, but we're just inspecting for the time being. Oh, we don't grab the fingerprint. Koopa not aware of that option.
Oh, where'd you going for it?
Oh
Oh,
no, we can't do this. This is finishing fingerprints without grabbing the fingerprint.
yeah, we didn't get the print.
We can go back to the other printable statue, but we could be done. We should be in mission countdown right now, and we would have won right now.
Wow,
Will
wow.
we die on contact? That was the question.
I feel
I
like it's pretty
have to
scary.
imagine we do.
We've been moving a lot and
Banana red.
got into this conversation. Red Dress is talking.
We are not the only neutralite with real here, but it doesn't look like Ada is willing to shoot regardless. So Koopa, bit of a misplay there, but gets away with it regardless. A 4 out of 6 mission completion on Terrace.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if Ada just dropped the delegate or if they really just hadn't credited the flirt and we were, Koopa kind of moving around, maybe just wasn't seen talking again.
Yeah, with those 2 early flirts before the delegate even came off, and there was a quick flurry of 3 lowlights after the purloin, but nothing beyond that. So yeah, Ada probably not as onto that as we had expected.
Yeah, pretty uncharacteristic. Interesting game. Well, regardless, let's see if Ada can bring it back with a spy win of his own in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, expecting a lot of sniper wins in this set, so spy wins are a tough commodity to come by.
Koopa mentioning in chat there may have been some unusual connection issues during the game, which could have thrown both of them off. So
Yeah, very understandable. Not what you want to hear, but it does happen on occasion.
ooh, little extra animation into cycle 3, but looks like Ada, or excuse
Ada
me, Koopa
was,
might have been zoomed in.
yeah, yes, Koopa was fully zoomed in on the ambassador there. So no harm, no foul on Ada. We take a bug path without bugging. It doesn't look like Koopa's crediting that, as we haven't received a highlight.
Yeah, it can be kind of a spicy thing to do, to really trust your sniper and say, look, Koopa, I know that you're going to be watching for this bug. You're going to see that my idol starts right away, that I didn't bug, and maybe that's going to make me look less suspicious. Even though against a lot of other snipers, that would make me look much worse.
Red.
Double talk to White BB here. We attempted to hit the green at the end of that flirt. If Koopa noticed that, that can be a really huge tell. Although it does happen to AI under those exact circumstances, it is legal. It is just very likely to be the spy.
Yeah, and the double talk can be scary. Looks like we're
heading into bar, I think, for Rocker, but Rocker's just
Yeah.
been neutral lit actually for delegate timer. Will Koopa believe his neutralites? Yes, he
Ooh.
will, and takes the shot.
Yeah, I wonder if that was right on with the time and the timing of that neutral light, makes the decision much easier. Let's see when Rocker gets the delegate. It's like right at 250.
She
No.
rejects, in fact, and then gets offered again.
Okay.
She takes at 241, and the guest list happens at 145. That could have been a very near the end of the delegate timer for Rocker.
Yeah.
But Koopa on top of it.
Yeah, and
regardless.
maybe Koopa not liking us for other reasons. So
For sure.
well done. It's a good shot. We'll even it up. All right. Let's see if we can get some. Or hang on.
That's
It won't
Koopa up
even it up.
2-0.
It won't even up. Koopa, we up 2-0. All right, let's see if Koopa can keep the win streak going. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Ignore me, I can't count. Oh, we were AI controlled, but that could have been a really spicy bug.
Yeah, doesn't look like Ada's highlight for it, but that is something you could reasonably do if you suspect that early chaos bug, is just wait for a stealth highlight, or keep it in the back of your mind. There's no way wrestler would give us 2 9-0 games, right?
No, I am certain. Um, there's no way. There's no way Ada gets 9-0'd here. I refuse to believe it. But
Against Koopa especially.
yeah.
Sorry, Koopa.
Oh, shots fired. Oh, jeez. But speaking of shots, there may be a shot on us if we're not able to get some nice flirt progress. Our ST bails on us.
Yeah, and he's doing an extended 2-walk briefcase. And Koopa decides that he wants that briefcase and this drink print.
Yeah, now this is one of those things that, it's just going to happen to AI sometimes. So it makes it pretty tough.
Yeah, this is very threatening, but hardly at all suspicious. I do make the distinction.
Yes,
See if Koopa does a nice sip on this. Ooh, sips a bit too late on the return. Ada doesn't seem to be aware of that. For those watching at home, you want to start that sip before or at the time that you are handing off the briefcase. Yeah, I will rarely, if ever, do it after.
Yeah. Appreciate the etiquette lesson, Nagor. This is great.
That's one of my favorite things to lowlight for, so please don't do it against me.
So we do get our 51% flirt, which is very nice. Kane continuing to be very active. I think might have fingerprints now too.
Yeah, and had that little walk besides the ambassador. I think Ada had good view of both of his hands. Koopa's delegate timer has expired, and that's quite good. Kane heading back to bar. Looks like Koopa will join. Attempt this 2-flirt. I would like to see us get it right up against this bar just to force this 2-flirt. Yeah, because we hit the white and shake our laser. I would have liked to see us flirt cancel that just to force this green and then attempt the shot on contact, or force the shot rather.
No 1, 2, or 3 flirt cancels. 0 flirt cancels. So we'll have to find another, and we only have 26 seconds. Beep beeps were already going. Yeah.
This could be really rough if the double agent leaves. Especially since we need the double agent and seduction target on the same pad at this point. If we had forced that flirt, we could be done here. Kane will be knocked out. We need to move over and get this flirt with like 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine this shot holding for overtime. Ada finds it.
Nice shot from Ada. I think having to talk in the last second there with so much overtime, I think it's hard to find anybody else to shoot, I think, in that situation.
Yeah, and I think that's another situation where Koopa wins or starts Mission Countdown earlier if they just do one thing slightly differently. But still, regardless, actually that's Ada on the board, 2-1 Koopa.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's too bad. But but good for Ada. So let's see how Ada plays this match in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Duke, a favorite character of a couple in chat. If I were logged in on my account, I'd spam the Rav emote. I don't have access to that right now.
Ooh, well, look at that. Got our ST joining right up nice and cozy. We get a green. And he leaves. All right.
That's good. It'll lower that cooldown. especially as he's going to walk away from us twice here, going to both extremes of the venue. Another print at bar as well. It doesn't look like Seek is going to grab that. That would be a great frame target setup. Highlights here are again used for delegate tracking.
Yeah.
Even though Alice rejected a drink.
I think
Koopa very paranoid of this bug from Sorry, and she takes a wrong arm bug path.
Ooh.
But it doesn't seem to have been credited just yet. Ada got some really opportune inspects there on the left side, because there was a lot of tension to the right side of the venue, which is not something you typically hear on Terrace. But a lot of Amba threat.
Ooh.
Ooh, and we could have taken this reverse bug too. Because this arm snapback would not have been visible. That arm is visible, and Koopa on top of it.
Yeah. A nice shot from Koopa. I think Ada was playing a very interesting game with the inspects too. The timing, but we see bug, we go for bug, we get shot. But sometimes it's still the right play, just to go for it.
Yeah, Koopa profiting off of the Terrace pick with a 3-0 start or 3-1 start.
Yeah. So we'll move on to Koopa's for doubled venue, library, and Koopa playing his wheels. Very nice.
This is Ada's, correct?
I
I believe Koopa doubled Terrace.
Am I
So
losing it?
Ada's pick
Okay,
to pull us back.
My bad.
All good, all good.
Well, let's see how it goes. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. I'm glad I have you here, Legorv.
We got the rock and roll flirt pair, but Koopa decides that the ST is too far away, wants to start somewhere else, and we're gonna land at green shelf.
Yeah. And I think the fun thing about wheels can be just how stealthily he holds a book. We go for our microfilm animation test and get a green, and looks clean. That's
Got the
good.
nice start. ST lands its statues. Koopa decides he does not want to risk a highlight here, but it doesn't seem like Ada is a partial inspect highlighter. So this is a good opportunity. Koopa decides to go and get this first flirt.
Yeah, plenty of progress.
Plenty of progress and plenty of time as well. Library, it's almost 5 minutes on the starting clock.
But there is a lot to do, and for both of these players on their sniper, it is a tall order to get that much past either of them. Our ST leaves just as we trek across the entire venue to get to her.
I'm surprised Koopa still decides to land in this conversation, given that fact. Could have landed at the bust pad nearby.
We do leave. We do leave.
Looked like we wanted to go into yellow shelf there. Ooh, bug opportunity. That would have been really, really nice. I think that would have been clean as well.
Yeah, I think can be tough to make that judgment call in the moment, and we are, of course, Wheels, who has notoriously divisive bug. But
yeah, often not a great choice, but for that reason can be good on occasion.
Yes, yes.
Into a second bookshelf now. I think we slightly broke animation as we left, trying to snuggle back up next to the ST.
Yeah.
Amba did leave a print at the green shelf, but we would have to double back to get that done.
I do like that we went for the flirt right there, making sure that that if Rocker decided to leave after getting a drink, we would have gotten it in time. So
Always a good consideration to make. I'm curious if we're... Oh, that bug is on screen. Ada is aware of it and is waiting for an opportune moment to line up the shot.
maybe regretting that we didn't get the bug earlier, figuring we had, bug credit. Anyway, Ada sees it and gets the shot.
And looking at that bug again, there was a chance it would have been visible just with the timing of it. But I think overall that would have been a good bug attempt to take, although it was very opportunistic.
Yeah. Well, Ada will saddle into spy, and let's see it in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, Ada wanting at least a 3-1 split here to even out the scoreline. But I'm sure would be more than happy with a 4-0.
Always happy
against
with
Koopa,
4-0.
against Koopa Sniper though, a 2-2 is a not unfair expectation.
Yeah, Sniper Party would be wholly unsurprising.
Ada heading into green shelf. Similar start to Koopa, except this time we get a green flirt while we're there.
Always nice.
Somewhat doubtful we'll get any action test microfilm here as we have the Amba and Toby bridging the attention over this green shelf.
Yeah, we could consider this fingerprint, and we're technically obligated. No, but
Would have loved that purloin, but it was on screen.
so instead we idle.
3.5 minutes. All we've got done is half a flirt. And we're in with the double agent already. We're kind of eyeing up the party for this contact, and it isn't a bad one. That twin is as good as a low light with those bounces.
Yeah.
And
Guess
it
we
would
do
knock
decide
out
against
3.
it, though.
I agree with that. I think it is generally better to wait as long as possible to take the best contact possible. Just to reduce the amount of time that guests spend as a low light. Just to absorb as much attention as possible, especially on a long venue like library.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. And sometimes just the early BBs can be catastrophic if you get unlucky and, the SDAs are not in a nice spot.
Yeah, Ada going cross venue after that cheese flirt. Not really sure what the purpose of that was. Because we didn't finish that up and Double Agent's still on the other side. Ada may be doing some party watching.
Yeah, we are kind of in an odd position where, we got 220 and we only have most to flirt.
This was a very short path into the yellow shelf. I wonder if we were trying to rip this book without being seen.
Yeah. Innocent putback, and we've been to two bookshelves now.
Yeah, this is looking a bit like too slow from Ada. I wouldn't count on Koopa's shotting, although it is possible.
Yeah, certainly not without a purloin or a swap somewhere, I think.
Yeah, I think Ada's gonna have to do something to get this party moving in his favor, but right now it's all coming up Koopa Street. That must be a Mario Kart map, right?
Gotta
Koopa
be.
Street.
Yeah, it feels like there's gotta be like a Koopa Raceway or something in there.
This is a good start. A fingerprintable center statue. We're picking up a highlight for that, so I assume there's a lot of attention on this green swap as well. So we're doing a little bit of a late game rush. Oh, slight animation break was on screen,
Yeah.
but doesn't seem to be willing to shoot for it immediately. And who will be
we're
called to
bailing
this?
here.
That will be important. Into green
like
shelf.
Queen.
There goes Queen. Print on this book as well. That's another easy print done. And suddenly we just need a contact. Swap has come off. Koopa hasn't checked yet. Wait, BB. If this is short enough, this might come off in time to distract Koopa. Koopa checks it, and just in time. Wow, that was a great, but very brief window to check on that swap and find that shot.
Yeah, I think really interesting, you know? I think the BB there can help distract from you know, from the swap, of course. Um it does make you like you sort of wonder because we could have, right? We could have taken the contact on the way to get that fingerprintable book. You know, are we better off doing it early? Um I don't know. It
Yeah,
could have been an
either way, I think
yeah.
Koopa, with that, like, instinctive check once he panned over to the right side and saw someone walking away from the statue, I think may have found that win regardless.
Yeah.
But great recovery on what I thought might have been a mission win incoming.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, goes to show the, you know, danger there of center inspect print statues, right? So we will swing back to Koopa on the spy side in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, and that wasn't the game to give Ada a window back into this match. We'll see if this one will hold even for the next spy game.
Very short window stay, and that this is of course library and time of settling time of chaos, so I think we can get away with that.
Yeah, a
But
lot to be watched. First flirt is white, but we stick around. ST does not, and that's probably beneficial for Koopa. Gets us moving, gets us more progress.
oh, heading back into this statue bust pad. Our favorite hiding spot.
Maybe we were eyeing up that potential bug. We tried to join here with the ST, but he's simply passing through into statues.
Scorned.
Koopa heading to the less dense left side of the venue, looking behind him to gauge the party, maybe looking to tear out this blue book. We take it away. I'm not sure we've been seen here. And we're in a very good spot, as Duke in particular, to hide this book.
Yeah, another benefit from Duke, you know, holds the book behind his back.
Yeah, and not many of his idols will bring that book towards the front of his character either. So this is well hidden behind that pillar. And that'll give us a good opportunity to slip into green shelf at some point and get microfilm, hopefully undetected. No, we can't be bringing this back.
No, we are.
I am very surprised by that decision. I thought for sure this was intended for a different shelf.
Yeah. Oh, oh, interesting. We sort of faked returning it.
Okay, I like that a lot as well.
Yeah. That's a pretty interesting play. And I think especially looks good if you think that the sniper knows that this is a blue book, right? Um
Did you see if Koopa did a stop read before he walked away with that? Because that's something that I've tried on occasion, is
I think
faking the book return, but then going for the real return. Later, we're into the green shelf and we're not dead.
we are not dead. I think
Yeah.
I saw a putback animation that was broken, but maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Oh, that's very clever too.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, a lot of panning to the left and right sides, but very little vision of the middle there. I think Koopa's clean on that.
yeah, it seems as though we've gotten away with that one hardtail, but don't have much time. And Koopa, hearing the casters talking about him in the future, goes for a time ad.
Yeah, cheesed that second flirt because it didn't quite finish it up. Getting it done here. We are taking a while to respond to Toby. It will be an innocent reject. So we have 2 minutes on the clock to find 3 more missions. Amba, walking behind, will not be taken.
Yeah. DA in conversation, but it's not a very full one.
Yeah,
Eh,
speaking.
getting better.
Speaking of not very full, the other conversations
Ugh.
didn't have an SD in them. One of them will be filled. So it's a slightly better opportunity than it was moments ago, but running low on time still. Okay, this is a good time now. Both of the SDAs have joined the other two conversations, unbeknownst to Koopa, of course.
Yeah, it's hard for this to feel good though. It feels like AI are moving all over the place.
But I think is eyeing up this green shelf for a print, maybe even both prints. Taking this contact, we have Toby coming over. I expected green purloin.
Yeah.
It is, luckily for Koopa, not a white test. Reverse bug opportunity is on screen. And Ada gets a point on library, absolutely necessary to tie it up here.
Yeah. Well
Tie up
seen,
library,
Ada.
that is.
Yeah. I wonder if we would have been better off with the double walking bug. That may have been credited anyway, though. So.
Maybe,
Nice
but I
shot.
like the plan from Koopa. As we see Ada switching onto the spy side.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, playing it. Ooh,
We're
cheese,
requesting it.
cheese.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
white.
a white test. No.
Oh god.
We're seen walking away from this. Koopa is simply waiting for the party to clear out. Because we are behind the pillar, it can be tough to want to take that shot. And that is another venue split 3-1 in favor of Koopa.
Yep. There we are. So.
That'll bring us to the singled venues, the latter half of the set. And we got Koopa's pick first of High Rise, 3 of 5.
Let's see how it goes as Kane. 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, Koopa opting for bug, contacting Spexaduce and Purloin. Failed bug in the meantime.
I do like the back and forth fake bounces, trying to fish for a bug there. We don't get it, but we haven't been highlit, so.
For 33% is not too shabby.
Yeah. We'll take our drink and oh no, we're no talking.
That can be fine if we were sipping. But it doesn't seem like it's caught by Ada, particularly.
Yeah, I suppose it's all good. We'll just play it off.
Back in with the ST, but we wait a bit too long. Gonna leave there Koopa white purloin. It's Ada on top of this reject chain. Might throw some chaos into this party. And if you're Koopa, why not? You've got games to mess about with here, at least on the spy side. You can lock down this sniper and just force your opponent to outplay you.
Yeah, does seem like, you know, we're in an okay spot given the white purloin.
Yeah, not that Koopa knows it, but we could switch into this conversation, finish up the flirt, and get a fake BB that would be pretty nice to frame some of these other targets remaining.
Yeah, we do finish our flirt.
We're left alone with the ST for a moment there. Ooh, we attempt the fake, or the real, before the double agent joins. Will that be credited by Ada? It won't. Ada will find the correct shot. That is necessary at this point in the match.
Yeah. Nice shot. And we will move on to Ada on the spy side. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Ada mirroring the same setup as that last game. And doing a similar bounce off of nothing to land next to the ST here.
Oh. Duke.
Fortunately, doesn't bite the bullet on that flirt quite quick enough. And against Koopa, I don't think we're likely to be paired for that, since we didn't talk. But would always be nicer to have that flirt percentage, especially with Duke far away now, could be lowering that cooldown for a second in the meantime.
Yeah, it is too bad, but the nice thing about the, this 3 variant of High Rise is you do have relatively a lot of time to get 3 missions done, so not a huge loss. We get 26% on our flirt, or 28%, excuse me. Gotta get that extra 2%.
The addition of Swap and Microfilm in a couple of other tournaments in recent competitive history has taken a foothold on the high-rise front.
And the end of red.
Oh.
Fake BB with full conversations is totally understandable, even if we're likely in with an SDA there, which we are.
Yep, and I think it's one of those things where be a hard choice when to pull the trigger, and doing a fake, but you also don't necessarily want to give the sniper too much information about who's the real DA. So
Grabbing some inspects as a potential contingency plan. Koopa guarding this bug very intently. As we picked up a highlight, we're going to redirect off this briefcase, which is picked up by the ST, so continued tough luck here for Ada.
yeah, and despite all the time we started with, we're now in kind of a tough spot. We only have 1:20 to finish flirt. We only have 26%.
Perhaps the roughest part is we could dive for more inspects if Koopa is crediting Seduce, because we have a fake contact. Green Purloin. As Koopa's watching the guest list here, this could be a good opportunity.
Oof.
Bug path with the Amba in crossing, but I don't think Koopa's likely to credit that. As a reject from Smallman comes out, that's absolutely someone you want to see a reject from. As we step into finish inspects, Koopa immediately on this reject chain, apparently. I did not see that reject from Koopa's perspective, but he must have, because he was immediate on that shot.
Yeah. A situation too where we could have been credited with finishing even without a purloin, because we BB'd with the SDA in here, even though Ada might not have known that. I think cherry on the top there. So interesting game. But we will not get away with any 4-ofs again. Let's go. Let's see how things go in Courtyard. And 3, 2, 1, playing it. I think Inspecs is interesting there if we don't have BB credit. Maybe distracts from the purloin. I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah, no progress here for Koopa. This is the 4 of 7 variant of Courtyard, though, so a lot of time to kill while still being able to get stuff done.
Gotta do stuff.
That's stuff. That's a half flirt, and we're in golden range here for this potential bug. I know Koopa, a big fan of.
Ooh, yeah, and that might have been a really good bug. I think the laser was in a position that would have been rather hard to see it.
Oh, I think I was muted there.
Oh, yeah. I've not heard your comment, yeah.
Oh, that's rough. Koopa, a big fan of standing bugs on Courtyard, as he said to me last night. And I didn't see a reaction from Ada there. Not a stealth highlight on the rotation. There's the 2 flirt.
Yeah. Now, if you're Ada, you're probably wondering, where is the contact right now?
Yeah, Koopa will have to switch conversations here, and that can be quite the tell in and of itself for contact.
Yeah.
Going in for inspects first, and I actually really like that decision, forcing contact itself to be the decision moment for the sniper. And without that bug credit, I think Koopa's in a good place to take this one too, even on Ada's single pick.
I think it's gonna be a really tough shot to credit the bug. Amba did come back to us, so perhaps Ada might credit anyway if Koopa's unlucky, but it was a really nice standing bug, so we will have to see.
Yeah, I like waiting a lot for this contact as well. Reject is also a great decision to make the sniper look for purloin on the next drink take, but we have to be careful not to wait too long on this contact. As long as this bug is clean, we should be surviving this. The contact will cover up for that drink take, and it looks like Ada was taking a look at the guest list once they had an opportunity, once Toby got out of the bush, and with that clean bug, Koopa does glide into a mission win there.
Yeah, a really nice game. I gotta look at that bug again. Yeah, I think well timed from Koopa, seeing.
Yeah, right at the end of an idle or a talk animation as well. Great timing for it.
Very pretty, and that's how you get a mission win on Courtyard.
Yeah, and things are looking bleaker and bleaker for Ada, running out of opportunities to draw this one back.
Well, let's see if they can manage to squeeze out a spy win on Courtyard too. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Another immediate purloin attempt, maybe? Just a reject this time.
Not this time, not risking the white perhaps.
Yeah, that kind of risk might be necessary though for Ada. I think this reject chain is still going on. We're seen walking away from this area. That could simply raise our suspicion just for the threat of the potential purloin incoming.
Yeah. Tempting fingerprintable statue being left. We go for a flirt, but it's only 31%. So we'll have to see.
This party has been very inactive as well. There are only 2 highlights for statues. Although Amba is moving around a little bit. Just a little bit of solace.
Yeah, hopefully leaving plenty of fingerprints.
Yeah, rather unfortunately, both SDAs at statues right now. That would look like another visitor to Ada, but on the bright side, would look like someone you want to keep in conversation.
Oh, the ambassador joins right on top of us.
Could take a standing bug. Running out of time though.
Yeah, we opt against it. Kane continued to find fingerprints in progress. But we have not. We got a minute 17 left.
Into inspects, the double agent and ST are also on this side. Oh, I was about to say haven't been seen here, but Koopa keen to it, highlights through the bush. And 54 seconds is looking very bleak. Needs 2 more flirts at least.
Yeah.
Green will help. But this is probably looking like a contact. And it isn't bound to be with the double agent leaving. Although SDA joins that neighboring conversation, we're going to start a white BB before she rejoins. And get it for real.
Okay.
That still leaves another flirt and another entire mission to be done.
Yeah.
Probably has to be purloin. Into statues, it looks like we're gonna do swap and then seduce.
Oh,
Green
okay.
swap and immediate bail. Koopa should be aware of the 0 cycle there and is willing to take that shot as well.
Yeah, I think the green swap cheese, you know, may have been one of the few paths to victory we could have had given the situation we were in with so little time. Um, just trying to find something that might let us get into mission win, but not get shot. And unfortunately, it's seen. So
Yeah, and Koopa continuing to lock down as we enter his favorite venue, which was restricted by Ada. And we're close to, if not at the point where Ada's back is against the wall. Ada will need to start winning out on these venues to draw it back.
yep, gonna need to sweep both here and I believe the last one was
Modern.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
in order to get into sudden death. So
Yeah, sudden death is quite interesting. So we'll see what they get up to if we get there.
all right, let's see if Ada can clutch it out in 3, 2, 1. Playing it now. We are wheels at bar. We decide not to go for the purloin cheese though.
Yeah, taking a redirect off of Alice at the first bump, jumping into Blue Bookshelf for the first flirt.
Bit of a meta pick. Wheels on Aquarium moves a similar speed to our favorite shark. Also a smaller stature.
I thought for a moment we might be trying to take that book over to green with a mid shark, but it looks like we're just trying to land in this neighboring conversation with the ST. Who leaves as soon as the flirt cooldown expires?
It is a tragedy, but we can manage that. We'll just mosey on over.
We can't manage that though. As he steps into the green bookshelf, Koopa might be tempted to just double dip and take that transfer and flirt progress. But nope, not gonna succumb to those sunk cost fallacy, is willing to return this book correctly.
Been very respectful of Ada's memory.
Yeah, there are a number of lowlights here as well. I haven't particularly heard of Ada as a pathing sniper yet. But that'd be another terrifying player to go against, that in the repertoire.
Yeah, there's a number of interesting things.
General decides to be kind this time.
Finally, a merciful flirt. And we'll go ahead and get a fingerprint too. There are a number of interesting things that are low-liable on Aquarium, so I may have to go back and see where these lowlights are coming from.
Yeah, Martini has been generous enough to tell me one of those. We saw his pathing expertise shine in the earlier match. Here's an opportunity for Koopa. There's a fingerprint being left at a back statue. Dipping in for contact now behind this middle shark, perhaps.
Yeah. The contact and the fingerprint swap is tempting.
Koopa more than capable of shark walking, though. We need to keep that in mind as we approach a potential finish.
Banana bread.
Oh.
Accidental lowlight. It will not yet be corrected. There we go.
Okay.
Would have been dangerous for Ada there, but it looks like Koopa heading back will opt for that fingerprintable statue. We will have a mid-shark, so it might be difficult to shark walk behind it. Amba's there, though. We could set this down and take the bug as the option. And we do attempt the shark walk there, and Ada's very willing to shoot that.
Yeah, on top of it.
I've not seen anybody attempt a shark walk from the top statues before. That's scary. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, I mean it's possible in a sense, but I think Sniper gets kind of a lot of time to react. So if you think you're low suspect, maybe you can get away with it. But uh, there it is, a good shot from Ada.
Yeah, that's necessary to get back into this. Ada on Spy side has another opportunity, and is Koopa on match point here?
I believe
Yes,
I believe
8
he
to
has that
5
match.
right
Okay.
now.
Oh wow.
Assuming
Okay.
my counting is correct.
I have not been keeping score. But Koopa has been winning a lot. So Ada back against the wall here officially. Needs to hold on for dear life, and a spy win on Aquarium is a place you can do that. We see a successful shark walk.
Let's see if we can do it. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting
Yeah.
out at the bar, we will take the drink with the delegate. No cheeses alongside that.
So, which makes sense, it was a low shark, so less
No
cover.
charcuterie on this venue. Could have delegated behind the shark, but thinking better of that early on with a minimal amount of bar goers.
Yeah, if we trust Koopa to keep a list, and I trust Koopa to keep a list, that would make our chances of victory rather low.
No progress yet is not exactly what you want here as Ada on match point.
Um,
You might want a couple of highlights bouncing against the Amba behind a shark fin, though. That is the kind of thing that can draw this game back. But the time head may also be in order.
yeah, it'd be very reasonable, but we're just going for an innocent watch check. I guess we'll
Okay,
have to see if that really hurts us later.
yeah, that does make me a bit worried given the current pacing. Ada capable of rushing for sure, but rushing on match point when you can't afford to lose doesn't set us up well. Going into blue books as this bottom shark approaches, we might try to take this across venue.
Yeah. Or I suppose this animation microphone with shark cover.
Yeah, doing
Feels a
it a
little late though.
bit, yeah, a little late, and Koopa's onto it. And that's just the end right there.
Yeah.
Koopa promoting out of Iron 2. I think these are all Iron or 2 matches.
Yeah, I
Uh,
believe so. Yeah.
out of Iron 2. Congrats to
Yeah.
Koopa beating Ada. I think shutting down that promotion streak.
Yeah. But I have no doubts Ada will be a top contender at the next go round. Although I believe Damp Squib also very good player in this division, so perhaps we'll see another finals with those two.
For sure. Lots of competitive games in the SCL. I know there have been a few promotion matches that haven't ended up mattering. But great to see these competitive events that actually net the players some promotion.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah, all right. I guess that's it. That was some good stuff.
Thank you, Kletos, for hosting, and thank you, Garage, for joining me on cast.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, and I'm glad we got to see some good matches here.
Yep. And we'll. I don't know if there's gonna be more casts of the promotion matches, or is there? Must be what, 2 more, or am I counting wrong?
I think there were some last week,
Oh, we
if
already
I
saw
remember
them. All right,
correctly.
I wasn't paying attention. Evan.
I know there's a Summer Cup cast coming up
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes, there was a lot more Spy Party casts to watch all the time.
Never any shortage with an active Summer Cup and SCL. So
And then whatever Gabrio's cooking up.
Yeah, I know he's got some spicy things going on. I've got the Megalodon Motel open for signups.
Oh, no.
Make sure to get in touch with me if you want to join that in the Discord. And I've got a couple of other things I'm committed to after that. A lot of events going on.
Yeah,
And
okay.
of course, the
So,
STL will be ongoing.
chat is saying the bronze and platinum promotion matches have yet to be actually cast, so that maybe next weekend.
Oh,
Or
great. More
sometime
SCL in
next week.
store.
Yep. Yep, should be exciting. Anyway, I think that is it for us. Thank you, casters, and thank you all, everybody, for watching.
Have a good night.
hey guys.